This is a challenging time for many businesses, and yet there are success stories all around us right now, and I'd like to share one of those with you today. Hi, my name is Jonathan Sherwin, and this is the first in a new series called the Alexander Project. And today I'll be talking to my good friends Nathan Leakey and Mike Spiring. Both of them are personal trainers, and both of them had to make big changes to their businesses very quickly in light of coronavirus. As a result of that change, they've been seeing quite a lot of success. And I thought it would be worth sitting down with them to find out about that change, about that challenge, and what we might learn from it.
What I'd like to do, basically, there's a number of things. Initially, it was like I thought you two ought to just meet because you're both sort of independent, doing your own thing. And I thought, hey, just, slightly different patch, but similar services. Always great to have connections. And then secondly, speaking with you both and seeing both, I thought that your stories might encourage others right now. And I feel like there's so many negative stories, and there'll be an increase in negative stories, particularly with businesses. And whilst what you do is different to, say, the teacher who then goes home who can't teach, and the business person whose business is closed up, actually just saying, look, positively, your industry faced a massive challenge, but you both responded very quickly to it. And I just thought some of your answers might be able to inspire others, maybe not necessarily within the PT fitness world, and kind of just see where we go from there. No agenda really. So yeah, I mean, you've already touched on the fact that it took you a week, Mike, to kind of change from delivering in-class, in-person training to going online. And so would you say, if you didn't change your business model to give online, would you have any business right now at all?
No. If I hadn't accepted, when business shut on the Tuesday night, and it went, all classes shut, you had an email from the schools going, sorry mate, ain't happening. And then you get all non-essential travel, kibosh, you go, I was thinking, right, what am I going to do? I have to earn money. What am I going to do? I had an interview booked to go and work at Tesco's, where I went, okay, that's fine. I'm happy. That job is gone. I have to do the next step, go and dig a hole, go and deliver groceries to earn money. I was happy to do that. I was happy to accept that that was an issue. And then you roll on 24 hours, you have a chat and go, well, go online then. You go, oh, hang on a minute. This is a little bit daunting. But when you have a facility where you can deliver online and you stand in front of the camera, and don't get me wrong, as PTs, I'm used to standing in front of 50, 60, 70 people and not batting an eyelid, because if you know what you're delivering, you ain't got a problem. If they ask me to deliver a math session, I'd be going, where's me cut? When you're delivering something, you're confident in your ability. And I think when I did my PE course, where you do 20 weeks, 5 days a week, it's drummed into you. You come away from there being able to cope with any scenario that is chucked at you, because that's what they teach you. And you're teaching one of the hardest audiences in the world of prisoners that they're not really interested in doing what they want to do. They've got their street cred to keep and maintain, and you've got to be in charge of 20, 30, 40 prisoners doing a circuit that you're going to have to lie on the floor and do sit-ups and press-ups and whatever, and without them coming over and filling you in. So you have to have your audience there the whole time.
So Nathan, how quickly did it take you to switch? Because were you doing classes before, Nathan, or were you exclusively one-to-one?
Mostly one-to-one, although I've got a few sessions where it's sort of, as they call it, semi-private. So you have like three or four clients in one. But yeah, no, I've got one class through a local business who I meet them at lunchtime at their office, and then take them over to the park, have half an hour, and then we run back to their office, and that's it done.
That's good.
Yeah, in Bath. Yeah. So it was Bureau Happold, engineering company. So but that it didn't take me long at all, because once the idea was put in front of me, it was like, okay, well, this is the obvious choice. It's like, like you said, Mike, I've got to work, and we've got to make this happen. So we've got to get on and do it. So, in terms of actually setting it up, I don't know, probably only took in terms of like a day, but actually in terms of adapting to it and getting used to it, and making sure all my sessions were done in a relevant way to them in their own home, and the training sessions, it probably took a good couple of weeks, I think. But I think that took longer because of, I've got a 3-year-old as well at home. So, and my wife is also working. So when she's having to work, I was having to look after the little one. So, do you know what I mean? We had to kind of take it in turns as such. But yeah, once I knew of what to do, it didn't take long at all, really, to get it set up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you both had to change your models quite quickly, as in instantly, because business just dropped off. You had to find a new way of doing business, and you managed to do that both, it sounds like, just within really a 24-hour period of kind of getting used to maybe the idea of how it might look in a different way. What would you say, in light of that experience, you've taken away about your business, knowing that you can quickly change the model if you need to? Do you think, for example, that's given you confidence in other areas? That, hang on a minute, this can be a little bit different than what I had planned, but I still can execute something really well, even though circumstances change?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think for me, one of the things I've taken away from it is it's actually highlighted that actually when clients who travel quite a lot, there's the opportunity and the possibility to actually still train them when they're away, which actually, when there's quite a few of my clients travel quite a lot, and they might be away for a week or 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
And so that's, a week or 2 weeks for me that I don't have any work. So there is that potential that we could just say, well, look, we can carry on training. We can keep the rhythm going for you as much as much as anything, but equally I'm going to be benefiting from it because I'm getting paid as well. So I think that's I don't know if that was what your question was about, but that's something that's highlighted to me that, okay, this is an opportunity in another area that I hadn't really thought about before.
Well, you can make continuity. You can continue continuity.
Exactly.
Accountability for them.
Absolutely.
So they can't think that they can go away for 2 weeks. Go, that's me. 2 weeks. I'll see you in 2 weeks, and they can do whatever they want for 2 weeks.
This is it.
I mean, I've had clients that were due to come to me at 11 o'clock on a Monday, for argument's sake, and they're still stuck in a meeting at 10:30, and there's no way they're going to get here for 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can go, no problem, see you at 11 o'clock online.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, okay. And they're happy with that.
Yeah.
They're really happy. So I can take away that I've got more flexibility within my job than I had before.
Absolutely.
But that is a huge positive. And the huge positive now is that all my clients in the past and participants in my classes, they're coming back. I have been a cat the size for I don't know how long. Oh, you're online? Oh, I can do that. Oh, well, welcome back. So by adapting and overcoming, it's giving you almost a new inlet of money coming in, because you're more accessible to a bigger audience.
Yeah.
We are now, aren't we?
Yeah.
And because I was very much PT online. No, I like one-to-one, face-to-face. That's me. I'm a people person. That's what I like.
Yeah, likewise.
Actually, that's not necessarily the case now. What you're saying is a different mindset. But now the positiveness of going forward, it's believing in yourself that you can do, and you're gonna do, and you do. If that makes sense. Because
sorry, go on.
As PTs, we are supposed to be this all conquering, no negatives, no downsides. We are up here all the time, and we don't have any of these days where, oh, woe is me, and I got a little tickly cough and I can't train and stuff like that. We are looked upon as you train 24/7 and that's it. Well, actually not. I find it the negative is there is a negative is I'm more tired now than when I was doing face to face. That's the negative.
But what I was going to say earlier is that what I found from the customer's point of view of now offering this up to them is like they're now thinking, well, I hadn't even thought of that, or I haven't even heard of that before, going online and using Zoom or Facebook Messenger or FaceTime or whatever. I hadn't even thought about that. And actually the fact that we have, they've really appreciated the thought and the work that's gone behind that.
Yeah.
So I know that's what, from my clients specifically, that they've really valued and really appreciated is the thought that, because otherwise they weren't going to exercise. They may have gone out and done a few bits, but otherwise they were thinking, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? I really value this exercise. It helps me get through my week, all of these sorts of things. And now all of a sudden it's going to be taken away from me. Oh, hold on a minute. We can do this online. Amazing. Yes, please. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So they've really valued it. And so therefore, our service that we're providing, yes, it's changed on how we approach it, but the actual service of delivering a session hasn't changed. And so that the value for it, I found, has risen. Do you know what I mean? Because people are still, they're at home and they need to do something for their mental well-being as much than the physical. So
absolutely,
so value for it is probably more.
And it is interesting, isn't it, right now, how there is almost like a national understanding of, or an increased national awareness of the value of good health, fitness, eating well. So now we can control those a little bit more than we can control some other externals. And so maybe it's a case of controlling the controllables. And so that's something that personally that we can do. I think it's interesting speaking to both of you because of the change so quickly. So there will be other businesses who will be thinking, like, actually, my whole way of doing business is now either on pause or potentially damaged in a longer way because of what's going on at the moment. Given that this situation, you responded to it so quickly, if you're thinking just abstractly, potentially about other businesses, what general advice do you think that you could give to a business who's going, hey, I can't do what I used to do? And maybe like you, Mike, they're thinking, hey, I need to find a backup source of income right now, go somewhere else. But now knowing, because you've kind of gone through it a little bit, you've experienced some of that mindset. Is there anything that you feel that you'd want to offer as advice to others, particularly businesses right now who are looking to adapt quickly?
Nathan, I'll let you answer that first.
Pass the buck. I think it's from my values are anyway, build relationship with all my clients, building trust in me and as an individual, but it's just be open and honest. And I was talking to my wife about that earlier, and she said it's clear to say that it's not that you're deceitful in the first place, but it's just being open and honest about the challenges that may lie ahead. And say, like, for example, with all my clients, I've said to them, look, I've never done this before. And I'm assuming you probably haven't either in terms of our sessions online. I'm going to learn on the job as much as you're going to learn about how you respond to it, and you might find 2 weeks down the line, you might actually go, actually, this isn't for me, and that's okay. But at least we're trying and we're going to give this a go. And that's that, so I found that sort of honesty helpful. And I would always sort of recommend to just try and do that. The integrity behind that, I think people really value.
It's like, There's a sort of a wildlife thing in Salford. I can't think. Avon Wildlife, that's what it's called. They are now doing vegetable boxes on a Friday. You turn up, you place your order, you drive around, you pick it. It's like a drive-through. It's like a Mackie D's. You drive around, you pick it, and off you go. But what they've done is they've adapted their business to go, do you know what? This is what we can do to maintain our business. And what will happen is those people that go there, in 6 or 12 months' time, they go, I remember Avon Wildlife. They looked at, we're going to go and visit that place, and we're going to say thank you. And I think the more that businesses do that,
absolutely,
the more that once we come out of this, we will be more likely to stay local because the locals have helped us out. And that's separate to us working with clients in Scotland, New Zealand, or whatever. And I think it takes somebody from the company, whether it be a small, medium, or large company, to go, this is what we need to do. I've had a guy last week, works for Wessex Water. Mike, can I get 15 of my managers on board to do a circuit class? Yeah, of course we can. Can we do? Yes. So we did it last Thursday. We did it on Microsoft Teams. Didn't like the platform at all. They're not allowed to use Zoom for security reasons. Okay. Feedback Tuesday. Mike, can we set this up every Thursday? Yes. We're going to roll it out to all our employees. Yeah, we can do that. But it's him knowing me locally.
Absolutely.
I know it's Wessex Water, but it's like you with that company that you were working for in Bath. Have you contacted them and gone, hey, listen, I'm online. We can keep doing this. We can keep doing what we were doing, so that all those employees are meeting up once a week to train with you.
Yeah.
And they're seeing their mates going, you put on a bit of Derby and stuff like that. That will then, in months to come, it'll come back tenfold to you as an individual.
That's right. No, you're absolutely spot on. Totally agree with you. It's building those communities around you that are local, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think, is that someone said a phrase or saying or whatever you want to call it, is if I'm looking out for you and you're looking out for me, we're all getting our needs met. Do you know what I mean? And rather than if I'm looking after myself and not you, we're just fighting each other, whereas if we're working one another. And I think this is what this situation is going to do, is it's going to build stronger communities together, because you have to suddenly now think outside the box, and you have to work with one another to actually sustain and keep some sort of income coming in, to think of
sanity.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The next 6 months is going to be, increasingly tested.
Yeah.
And it has been mooted obviously on the news about mental health and stuff, and how much more people are now going to struggle. Well, this is where we as a niche will be going, well, actually, let's talk about mental health. Let's come on board. Let's sit down. Let's talk. Let's do a bit of exercise. Yeah. I've got a friend of mine who lives in Swindon. He is so overweight. He is unbelievably overweight. And I just messaged him yesterday. I rang him out. I said, I invited to a Zoom tomorrow night. What for? I said, you've been furloughed. You're doing nothing apart from eating cheese. I am going to get you fit. I am going to take you on a session, and we're going to train 3 times a week, because you're my mate. And if I don't look after you during the months, your mental health and your physical health is just going down and down and down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's reaching out to, my family do it. It's just keeping it real for as long as it has to go on. And it's going to, I don't think people realise that actually we're in this for the long haul. Our whole lives are now going to change.
Yeah, definitely.
We're to it now already.
Absolutely.
I like what both of you are saying, in that building relationships or cultivating existing relationships, forging closer partnerships is key. And I think you're absolutely right that there's going to be a less of a me and more of a we going forward. And but hearing what you're saying, it's like there may be slim pickings right now, but you can cultivate an attitude of looking for the positives, and of looking for where you can win, and of looking for growth. And then when that attitude is maintained, and hopefully before too long, we will be presented with more opportunities as these challenges subside a little bit and we get back to what we would call a more normal, and we've got more opportunity. And I think that perhaps what we've learned going through this phase might make people a little bit more eager, a little bit more hungry, a little bit more keen to adapt to change. And to, I mean, just hearing that just within 24 hours, you went from what was unthinkable, and I don't really want to be in front of a camera, to delivering everything in front of a camera and actually seeing your businesses grow as a result of that change. I think I'm with you that there's opportunities for businesses right now. Whilst the opportunity isn't maybe to make money, but the opportunity is to develop more of a mindset, a positive mindset of being agile, adapting to the situation, embracing the challenges, and looking for creative wins. So just to finish then, some people may be watching this going, great, actually I could use a personal trainer right now. That I'm all alone and I need a break, and my kids have been with me all day. Can I just get an hour to myself? So am I right in thinking both of you are taking new clients one-to-one and group sessions right now? Do you want to just maybe start with you, Mike, and then Nathan, just explain what you're doing right now and how people can join in?
I'm obviously on Facebook Inspiring You, and I'm delivering group sessions Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm also available for obviously one-to-one remote coaching. If you're looking to make some positive changes for the long term, then drop me a message, speak to Nathan as well. If one of us can't sort you out, then we'll know somebody that can. It's getting the right fit for you. Nathan might be a better fit for you than what I am, but without having to sit and chat in conversation, because we probably and do deliver in a completely different way. Although we will get you the same results, it's how you want to be delivered to. So right. That's the nitty gritty, isn't it? Because I'm happy to, at the end of the day, go, do you know what? I am not the right PT for you, but I know a man that is. And it's about working together. It really is, because it's not a competition. We're not here to fight each other. We're not here to grab each other's business. We're here to get results for people. And people do. Sorry, dog's dreaming here. Sorry, Tills, don't worry. Yeah, so that's the nitty gritty for me.
Yeah, no, absolutely, that's the spot on. You echo everything that you said really there, but you have a look on my Facebook, Nathan Leakey Personal Training, or on Instagram as Nathan Leakey PT. We can just, echo everything that Mike has said there. I'm quite flexible as to when we can set up some group sessions for you. I don't have any set up in terms of Monday, Wednesday, Fridays or anything like that, but I can work with one person. And if you want to open up to that to a group of friends or family members, we can have a look at that as well. So yeah, there's opportunities and possibilities that we can look at together. So.
Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that and found that useful. This has been a recording for the Alexander Project for Bathcomms. Bathcomms is a digital agency in the southwest of England, helping other businesses to succeed online. For more information, visit us at bathcomms.com. And if you have any questions or feedback about this or anything else to do with the Alexander Project, please email alexanderproject@bathcomms.com. Thanks again and see you soon. Bye-bye.